This is Parashat Vayechi. The Parashat Vayechi is the last parasha of the Sefer Bereshit. Now it's interesting that when you look at Sefer Bereshit, it talks about the creation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem created everything, and then we're talking about the fathers, and we finish up with the formation of Am Yisrael. Now it's interesting, what's the last incident in Parashat Bereshit? Well, it's very important. The parasha of creation. What's the last incident that we'll see in the parasha of creation? The last incident that we see in parasha of creation is that when they buried Yaakov Avinu and the brothers came back, Ayu Achi Yosef Kimet Avihem. Also, Perek 50, Perek 50, also Tetvav. So 15. Perek 50, Vayiru. They saw the brother of Yosef Kimet Avihem, the father's died. And they said, perhaps Istemenu Yosef would hate us, and they come against us, and do to us, and he will repay to us all of the evil that we did to him. Therefore, they came to Yosef and said, Yosef, come on, Yosef, and your father said that, please, please forgive us, forgive the sin of your brothers, because we prepared you evil. And Yosef cried when they spoke to him. And they said, we are avoiding for you. And he said, don't be afraid. In other words, I'm pleased with Hashem. You thought about me wrong. Elohim chashav aletova. Hashem teman asukim asin achadam. Do whatever that Hashem did, that you see the hayot to keeping alive all of these numerous people. No, al tirau, don't be afraid. I will sustain you and your children. And he comforted them and he spoke on their heart. So that is the incident that we're going to finish the Sefer Bereshit with, the Mechila of Yosef, the brothers. Now the question is that, first of all, what does Yosef says? Atachat Elohim on. In the place of God I am. I'm not in the place of God. What does mean in the place of God I am? In other words, the question is like this. When there is a Mechila, somebody came to me and said that, this person ruined my business, or was my partner, and he made such a misery for my life. I lost my shalom bayit, I lost chaponim because of him, I lost my business, I lost my money. Now he come and ask Mechila, how could I be mocher him? There's so much consequences in my life, terrible consequences. How should I mocher him? Now the point is like this. In the Jewish philosophy, you have to understand something very clear, that Hashem created the world. That's the parasha of Bereshit. Now, what is the world that Hashem has created? Is it the jungle? Anything could happen, or is under supervision of HaKadosh Baruch Hu? If it's a jungle, things could happen. Somebody could hurt you, could do things, could harm you, could do on his own will. He could do whatever that he wants to a person. It's a jungle. Therefore, it comes out that people could harm other people. Or really the world is not a jungle. Hashem is supervising. Now you're going to tell me that you see that people have free will to do whatever that they want to other person. Yes, they have free will to come and to intend and to think and to plan out to do it. But when it comes to the action to get to him, to harm him, or to injure him or to do something to him, then there will be a bet in the Shamayim. Does it deserve it or it doesn't deserve it? If it deserves it, then it's going to happen. If it doesn't deserve it, Hashem manipulates all of the bria, everything that should not happen. Should not happen. Therefore, that is the Jewish philosophy regarding to what a person does to other person. The world is not a jungle. A person cannot kill somebody else, cannot destroy somebody, cannot harm somebody else. He could intend, and he has a free will to do it, but comes to the maskana, to the result that he would get hurt or not, that depends on Shammai. HaKadosh Baruch Hu interferes. Hashem doesn't let, it's not like we say in Navi, that somebody lifted up his hand to hit somebody as a tzaddik. Hashem made his hand dry. Hashem didn't let it happen. When they came to David HaMelech and they told him that this person cursed you, you're going to go and take revenge, we do things against him. No, Hashem Amar Bekileh. Hashem said. Therefore, in other words, if a person doesn't deserve something to happen to him, Hashem makes sure that should not happen. Anything that happens to a person, really, he deserved that to happen. And if he wouldn't have done it, somebody else would have done it. Therefore, when somebody does something to somebody else, really, it's not that his free will made this happen to you. You had a decree against yourself in Shamayim. Somehow, because the person did sin or did something wrong, and in Shamayim, he had such a decree that this should have happened to him. Once he has such a decree, then if a person decides to harm him, it's okay, go ahead and become our shaliach, become our agent to do it. Therefore, comes out that whatever that happens to us, instead of pointing the finger to the other person that it did, you have to point the finger to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And ultimately point finger to ourselves, that we caused that happen to ourselves. That's why Torah says, "Look, don't take revenge." Because taking revenge, you are on a wrong map of life. You have a wrong understanding of life. You think that this person did it, but this person didn't do it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did that to you. He was just an agent. Now, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said that since you were an agent, but agent got as mechir. Because why did you choose to be married? I didn't make you shaliach. You did it on your own way. If you get punished, I would get, after 127 years, the person would say, you have to give me a prize that I did this. Why? Because I see that he had the record. It should have happened to him. And Hashem says, Shotim Sheba'olam. Stupidity. Because you didn't ask me to do it, you did it on your own will. You deserve punishment because of you committed what you wanted against me. I didn't make you shaliach agent to do that. You did it yourself. Therefore, a person would be punished. But the other person also has to know that wasn't Reuben who did it, not Shimon. If you get insulted through your wife, it's not your wife insulting you. Really, you deserve to be insulted. Your wife doesn't do it, somebody else does. If anything that happens to a person, in other words, is anything annoying that happens to a person, anything that embarrassing, whatever that happens, person has to understand in the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem is supervising, and that is the lesson of creation. Somebody says that, do you believe in creation? Everybody says, yes, I believe in creation. But Torah says believing in creation means that you have to understand that you should be able to moch. Hashem says at the end of the Sefer Bereshit, I did everything, I created everything good. You could talk about it, you make a profile out of it, whatever that you want. But at the end of the day, my creation means you should understand that if somebody did something to you, that came on me. I'm not playing God, like Yosef said. I'm not playing God. Hashem atem ra, you thought ra, but Hashem did it tova to sustain all of these people. As long as you have a good intention, you want to do good, Hashem would help us to do good. Other people cannot stop us, even if they feel to do something harm us, but that harm becomes good. At the end of the day, we're going to grow from it. At the end of the day, Hashem makes it that, the tzaddik grow and become greater and greater. That was what the message, and an unbelievable yesod that we learn, the old Parashat Bereshit is to encourage us, promote us, to give us the power or empowers us that we should be able to mochel other people. That's a highlight of humanity. It's a highlight of the creation of HaKadosh. Hashem created everything. Hashem says, just like I forgive other people, you forgive other people also. This power, a person really could let it go and not to take revenge and not to carry that package with himself for the rest of his life. That's the power of Adam. That's the highlight of Adam. And that's the point that Torah making the doggish stress on it at the end of the Parashat Bereshit, Parasha of creation, to make this the mark of my creation, I was Baruch Hu is telling us.